that chick that he killed.
All right, man. Look, you already see us. We back in the building. The Dream Teams. You see my boy Knox.
What's going on?
Listen, man, we missing my boy Bills today. You know, he had some personal stuff he had to do. But otherwise, you know, he looking good out there. So we always praying for him and making sure that he good. Because you already know, next weekend, man, we got a live show. And listen, that show is going to be so dope. We're going to be missing my man Knox. You already know he getting married. Congratulations, my brother, on the wedding day.
Thank you, bro.
So with that being said, man, you know, we got some definitely we got some things that are coming that you all folks can look for, right? And you already know where to find us. That's on Total Define Entertainment. It's on YouTube. We ain't hard to find. We're also in association with We in the Kitchen. We already know in association with PIW, Parade Creations. And listen, Cocky Connections. That's Cocky Kara, man. She's also going to be doing some interviews with some artists on that day, some patrons, amongst all of the things that we'll be doing. As I said, man, you know, that's going to be what's the address? I think it's 3057, right?
Yeah, Kensington, Clearfield.
Okay. Listen, I heard it's going to be like a 3-block radius, so get out there early, man, and, you know, help us support what we love to support, and that's our culture. Yeah. But listen.
Just wanted to piggyback. Last year, that joint was crazy. That when we performed out there on stage,
nice.
And Kashana K was there. I mean, she had them going, man. She was blowing out there.
Nice. See, so this is what we saying to y'all, right? Like, we understand what it looks like, and one thing that we always try to do is just broaden our brand, right? And hopefully you guys can, you know, understand that support really helps us, you know, grow where we're trying to get to. But, man, we got some interesting things to talk about this week, opposite our NFL segment, because we talked about something months ago. And if y'all follow my Facebook page, it shows you what I'm talking about. And that's that court case with Sean Diddy Combs, better known as Puff Daddy. Now, we'll go back to that conversation and what it looked like in real time. And we discussed what we thought was ultimately going to be his fate. And, you know, we had some dope guests on that show. We had, you know, Caretha from Create Creations. We had Nikki, my special assistant. We had my man Knox, my man Bills. We had Latif in the building, our great producer.
JB.
JB was even in the building that day. See, I forgot that. That's a good one, Knox. So I say all that to say, y'all, listen. My brother sitting to my left, he can attest to this. But did we not talk about this Diddy trial?
Yes, we did. And we talked about the numbers he was going to get.
Talk about it.
And when we both agreed upon, he was going to get Mike Tyson numbers.
That's crazy because, yo, if y'all go back to that date, he says that. He absolutely calls that. So, like I said, we're no gurus, but we could kind of get a feel for how some things are going to go because we lived long enough, God bless, that, you know, we've been here to understand what that looks like, right? So when we talk about it, we might not all the way get the particulars all the way right all the time, but for the most part, we be on one. So, like, what did you think when you heard the verdict yesterday? How did you feel about it? And then talk a little bit about what you think Puff is looking at moving forward. I call him Puff because I go back to the original Bad Boy.
Yeah. Really, now, months ago when we spoke upon it, I was like, I believe he's going to get Mike Tyson up, right? Which we were right.
Right, exactly.
But how everything was going, I thought maybe he would have got a little bit less than that. So when I saw the 4,
right,
but then also it accumulated with the time served.
Yeah.
So we was basically spot on.
Yeah, and that's dope because, like, I'm telling you, like, when we talked about that in real time at that moment, we discussed all of that, like, right, like, excusing the fact that it's not we were sitting at home on the TV watching it every day. No, but we knew just because of the whole OJ thing, right? Like, and it's funny because Nikki said something that was really interesting. She said, yo, like, E, they're going to get him for something they didn't do with somebody else. But remember, I said this on another episode. I said, remember when OJ got locked up in Vegas? They couldn't get him the first time, but that second time around, because remember, y'all, and I'm taking this back if y'all really follow Diddy the way we do.
When he went in and grabbed
his Heisman. Grabbed his Heisman.
Grabbed his paraphernalia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
OJ was on some gangster.
So what I'm saying to that, y'all, and to get back to my point, Like Diddy had a situation where he was in a club with J Lo and his new artist at that time, Shine, right? And
Oh
sometimes
yeah.
karma has a way of working itself out.
Right.
Because truth be told, Puff is the one who had that gun,
Yeah.
who actually ultimately shot that girl in the face.
Sean took that.
Shine took that on the chin for 10.
10. Yes, he
And
did that.
got sent back to his country, Belize, where now he's the president. And which
Mm.
he's coming out with a new album. It's crazy. I just say all that to say that God says, listen, I'm going to let you play devil's advocate for so long, and I'm going to bust you with one. That's just how it goes.
I'm just going to tell you something, E, that you don't know. All right. Everybody know I'm an artist, putting in work. I'm obnoxious.
Talk to
But
him.
my former name was Sean Man.
Wow.
I had to change my name because of Sean. I went to the studio one time, and the boss said, "Yo, did he just sign this boy named Sean?" I said, "Man, stop playing. You playing around."
Right.
Because a lot of people like that name.
Oh, yeah.
And then he was like, "No, he's signing for $1 million." Looked at the joint with no internet back then.
Yeah,
Had to go
exactly.
to the source
Yeah. Yeah.
and look it up. And he spelled it the
Yeah, he
same
on one,
way.
y'all.
ShynE.
Yeah.
And mine was man, and his is, I said that.
That's
That's when
crazy.
my man Matt gave me the name Obnoxious.
Yo, that's dope because, like, you know, when you put all of these things together, right, and it makes it look exactly what it's supposed to look like, meaning we've been in this, I would say, entertainment portion of understanding that whole logistics and how that looks, like following Bad Boy from its inception. You know what I mean? Going back to his original artist, which was Craig Mack and the Notorious B.I.G. God rest both of their souls, right? But I just say all that to say this is how far back we go with Diddy, you know, aka the Love Doctor, aka Buddy Love, aka, you know what I mean, Mr. Showman, aka Diddy, you know, Puff Daddy, right? But one thing God don't play with, man, is when you start dealing with things that are above you, right? When you
Right.
got kids that you have to set example for, right? Like that part. You have to understand, like, it's a karma for things that you do and how you do them, and you in a public situation, right? We
Mm-hmm.
know what that looks like.
Constantly in the public eye.
Exactly. So it's only so far you're going to go with certain things, and people not come aware of what you're really doing.
Right.
And no matter what you try to defend, we can't take the fact away that you really damn near killed Cassie on that floor, you know, back at that hotel, man. If that was anybody's daughter, mother, sister, aunt, they feeling
Right.
some type of way, and you would feel the same way if you saw somebody take one of the twins or your baby Chassis or whatever her little name is. But you understand what I'm saying, and here you got a new daughter, Love. So I'm just saying I don't know if it was worthy, right? Because I'm biased. I was a real Diddy guy, but you know, understanding like the judge just made a decision that probably in a nutshell saved your life, and I don't know what capacity that looks like, but that's my opinion. You know what I mean? But I think it'll do good for Diddy. It'll clear his, you know, he's sober now.
Mm-hmm.
He's in his right state of mind. Hopefully he's able to come back home after these 2 years and 2 months.
It should be an eye opener.
Yeah, it should really wake him up, and I hope, you know, he get back to the Diddy that we all know and love, get back to the soul of the music, bring the rap game where it needs to come back to. That's you know what we looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Make us dance, break, you know, baby. So, you know, don't stop, won't stop, man. You know, and I'm always trying to give my brothers the benefit of the doubt, right? Like, because I'm a father of daughters. So I was rooting for you in a sense, but in a sense I felt some type of way because one of them babies could have been mine. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what that looked like, but I wouldn't want to know what that looked like. You understand what I'm saying? So,
Exactly.
you know, just finishing in a soft knocks, and we're gonna, you know, get into our, you know, our specialty. That's the
Mm-hmm.
NFL. You know what I mean? That's the Eagles over there. I'm the Cowboys, as y'all see. You know what I mean? We representing. And listen, Dak on one. But back to what I was saying, we're gonna wrap this up real quick. All in all, over the course of this whole situation that went on with the 8-week trial or 8 month, however you wanna,
Yeah.
after it all down culminated to what it did, tell me how you feel like about it, just and we'll get to our, you know, our shit and what we do.
All right. I just feel that I'm not gonna say it's a slap on the wrist because when you're used to being free anytime is
Yeah.
not what you're used to.
Yeah.
Anytime, like when you have
That
everything
part.
your way, like Burger King,
Yeah.
and now you eating at McDonald's,
Yeah.
brother.
And
You
we
can't
talk
have it your
about
way.
that,
You know
y'all.
what I mean?
Well, no, that's crazy he say that. We talk about that, right? Like where we understand, that brother had pretty much the world in his hands. So, like sometimes it is hard
It's
to,
humbling.
yeah, it is, because it's hard to control someone who has so much power, right? And he knows exactly what that looks like now more than ever. Because I guarantee you when he come out, he ain't going to be a poor man, trust me, not in no capacity. So he's going to learn to appreciate what's in front of him and stop, worrying about what's going on behind him. You know what I mean? Like, and I think it'll really put him in a position where he can finally take his life back and let them babies grow up, man, having their dad. Because, of course,
Right. That
some
you
of them
know,
lost their
also
mom.
too, they let him know it can happen. You can get shackled.
Yeah, and that's that part, man. But we gonna jump into something more positive.
Yep.
We got Halloween on McKean coming up. That's at October the 31st. Listen, Halloween on McQueen. That's October the 31st. Latif, what's that time again for me, please?
4 to 8.
4 to 8. We got great games. It's gonna be great music, great food. It's always a good time. Last year I had a blast. So please, again, Halloween on McQueen. You can follow us all over Instagram. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, Total Define Entertainment. That's on YouTube. Yeah, there you go.
King, yup, McKean. But
So
he said
listen.
McQueen because it's gonna be a bunch of them in there.
So listen, y'all. We're about to jump into the NFL Dream Team segment, minus my man Bills, but he always with us in spirit. Of course, he wouldn't do nothing else of remiss to send me a topic list this week, and I'm gonna go with his topic list because that's gonna be our with a couple things that me and Knox already talked about too. But it's more or less going to give him his little tidbit on the show while he's not here in his absence. But we love you, bro. You already know.
Oh, get the
BIW. All right, so listen, we had a couple things happen in these last few weeks of the NFL, right? We need to jump right into it. But we're going to do something super unorthodox this week. We are going to start giving our picks of who we want to win and our best bets from the door. So this way y'all have no worries about waiting to the end of the show. So we're going to start it off just with that, man. We're going to go to Sunday's games, man. And we're going to start with the Vikings and the Browns.
It's kind of
Carson Wentz, man.
yeah. I mean, he came back strong last week, even though they lost to Pittsburgh. They was down 21-6. Then they wound up losing 24-21. I just see them bouncing back and beating the Browns this week.
Okay. It's interesting to me because the Browns are having some inside difficulties. This is nothing new with the Cleveland Browns. Unfortunately, it just deals with somebody that I really adore and think that, I wish he learned how to control his emotions a little bit better than what he has been. That's Shador Sanders, bro. I love you, but understand this is a business. Understand they don't really want you in it to a degree. Just take it easy on the feathers that you're ruffling, with just play football.
Be patient.
Yeah, it's going. You're not going to be that guy. We get it, but it's just not today. And you just have to humble yourself enough to know what that looks like. Because if you want another opportunity, even if it's not Cleveland, if somebody else is looking from the outside looking in, they're saying you really can't handle the pressure of not being that guy. You don't want that look. So I'm gonna go with the Vikings, man. I mean, we ain't gonna kill it, but I'm gonna go with the Vikings this week over the Browns.
So what's that?
Oh, you took the Vikings too?
Yeah.
Oh, well then that's a boom. Okay, listen.
Yeah, I said it first.
Oh shit, dude. I get on one sometime, and I'm too old. Like really, sometimes I get zoned the fuck out, and I didn't even hear him. But okay, cool. Now this is only going to be interesting for me. The Texans and the Ravens.
No Lamar, right?
No Lamar.
Yeah, he's out for this game.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, we gonna bring it to you. We gonna give it to you raw, 100%. I guess to the Texans, right?
Texans and the Ravens.
I guess this should be their first win.
Mm. Well, both of them got one win already. They're 1-3, both of them. I just think the Ravens, man, they're underachieving. I don't know what's going on over there, but I just got to go with the Ravens, man.
You do?
So yeah, we're gonna split this game. We're gonna move on to the next. We got the Dolphins and the Panthers, man. After this guy came off a gruesome injury, I don't know if the Dolphins are not decimated enough to be able to carry the weight in the loss of Tyreek Hill, man. And get well, brother. I see you had your surgery. Get well.
He actually was in the came to the facility yesterday at the team meeting.
Okay.
To give him some confidence and to speak to him.
Right.
But it's kind of a toss up for me, man.
Y'all know how I feel about Bryce Young. I mean, and as much as the Panthers to me, I just
they do got something in them because they remember they won nothing.
Yeah, but I think that was just Atlanta not coming to play more than them winning that game because Bryce Young had a Caleb Williams day that he had against Dallas. I know y'all like Al Bills. I always take it back to Dallas.
But they got Waller over there too, the Dolphins.
Yeah,
and I believe they're
going to use him. Healthy.
I believe they're going to use him. He's going to be the man right now.
All right, so what we got?
I'm going with the Dolphins.
I'm going with the Dolphins too, man. So that's a boom. All right, next we got the Raiders and the Colts.
Oh, that's a no-brainer for me. And I put it on my ticket, y'all. I'm going with the Colts.
Yo, man, that's crazy because, I mean, and not just because I got Jonathan Natello on my fantasy football team, but I'm going with the Colts too. So that's a boom.
And they got our offensive coordinator, Super Bowl winning, James Steichen.
I done seen some stranger shit happen this year, y'all, in this football season. So it's crazy. It is what it is, right? All right, we got the Giants and the Saints. Yeah, that's one of those.
That's easy. I'm going with the Giants.
Man.
Dart trying to come out there show, even though they missing Malik Neighbors because he's out with a
and that's
ACL.
Huge. That's huge.
This will let us know that he could come from adversity, deal with it by being that pick, the highest he was drafted. So I'm a roll with the Giants this week.
Yeah, what's crazy? This is a crazy game for me, but I ain't gonna hold too long on y'all because we just trying to get y'all these picks. And we can come back to this, but I just can't believe that the Saints are 0-4. Not with Alvin Kamara and a couple of pieces y'all got on the outside. So for me, I'm gonna go with the Giants too, man. So that's a boom. All right, so now we got the 1 o'clock game between my boys, the Cowboys, and the New York Jets.
Very interesting. I'm gonna let you go first on that.
1-2 against 0-4. Now I'm gonna just say this: we missing some key cogs, man.
Yes, you are.
But Dak is showing me something different. It's kind of like one of those things where he on one and he trying to show everybody he deserved that 60 mil. Like this is the part for me that just so heart-wrenching. I hate to really go into it. But all in all, y'all, I'm going to do it, Bills. I'm taking my boys. Y'all already know that. So I got my boys over the Jets. Who you got?
I believe Dak, like you said, Dak is on one. And I just know he has pride, and I know he ain't trying to lose no Justin Fields. Yeah. So that's a
boom. All right, man. Listen, I got their shirt on for a reason this week. I'm wearing their colors for a reason. I represented.
You can do it if you want.
Them for a reason. Bo Nix has showed me something. Yeah, this against your beloved Eagles. So I already know where he's going with this pick. It's a no-brainer. They're the Super Bowl champs. He's going to talk about it. All right. Who you got this week against the Eagles and the Broncos?
No, I got my guy.
Show him the hat. Just do like this. Pan down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
The other side. So the other side. There you go. Mm-hmm. I just want him to be able to show that to y'all.
With the lick shirt, so you already know.
All right, so you got your boys over the Broncos.
I like the Broncos, but not against my
Listen, man, and I play with this a lot, but this just being real, I'm taking the Eagles too. So that's boom! Bills and all the head probably would have went the other way.
I know Bills. You know Bills are hated.
That's just Bills, right? So this is something that's crazy. We got the Titans and the Cardinals. I told y'all Cam Ward wasn't ready, man. He just ain't there yet. And the Cardinals coming off a couple tough losses.
Right. But I am gonna just say something. I
Come on,
saw
we gotta
something in
roll
the
with it so we
second.
get it up by
I
1 o'clock.
got it. I
I'm messing
saw
with him now.
something in the second half by the Cardinals that may be some momentum coming into tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna roll with the Cardinals on this game.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with the Cardinals too, man. I have no faith in Cam Ward yet. He's a talent, but I said this to y'all in the earlier segment that is definitely not a quarterback's league if you're not able to see those reads that you got to really be in the kitchen for. So that's definitely
So
boom.
Yep, that's a boom.
That's a boom. You know what I mean? All right, y'all. So now we got the Buccaneers, the 3-1 Buccaneers against the 3-1 Seahawks.
It's kind of hard. Where they at?
I think they're in Seattle. Let me be
The
sure.
12 man.
Hold on. I think.
You know the home team is always on the bottom.
Okay, then yeah, the Seahawks at home then. Thank you.
It was a tough loss last week. With them.
Both of them.
Yeah,
Both of them, because I mean, like, come
this
on,
is
let's
a
be
bounce
real.
back game for both teams.
Yeah, no, real shit.
So
talk about it real quick. Come on, who you got?
You know what, man? I think my gut is telling me to go with the Bucks, man. That's what my gut.
I'm gonna split you on this one. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks. I like the Seahawks at home.
Okay.
If they was down there in Tampa, I might be a little encouraged to take the Buccaneers. But I just think the Buccaneers, they still feeling the effects of getting beat by the Eagles, and it's going to take a.
Hold on, is Bucky Irvin on playing?
I don't know, but as far as I know.
You know what? I think I heard a report.
Wait a minute, I can tell you right now.
If he's out, I'm picking Seattle.
All right, let's hold on. Wait a minute. I can tell you right now. See,
I believe I did hear that.
Yup, he is out.
Oh, I'm taking Seattle.
He is out.
That's the boom. That's the boom.
That's my guy, but I'm gonna put his.
See.
Yo,
we always on one. Yeah, that's very important because that's all they had last week. For real, for real.
I gotta put Nick Chubb in now. All right, Chubby. You got damn, because I got McLaurin out this week, Lamar Jackson out this week, and Bucky Irvin out
for
this week.
For all the fantasy lovers,
listen, y'all. I'm just gonna tell y'all first here, like I said before, but I'm gonna go with the Seahawks too, man. So that's boom. There we go.
Good thing I said that.
No, real shit.
I don't like
All right, man. Let's get back to it. We got the Lions and the Bengals.
Come on, that's a no-brainer.
That's boom. And we all both knew we was taking a
Yeah, you know if Joe Burrow was there, you know who I would have took. But yeah, that's my boy.
All right, so we got the Commanders against the Chargers.
JD5 is back. That's going to be a hard. He's facing that tough defense.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one.
But the only thing that the Chargers have problem with pretty good defense. I don't think the Commanders' defense is that good.
I don't either.
And with that being said, I think even though JD5 is back, I think I'm gonna go with the Chargers on this one.
Me
and San Diego too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with the Chargers this week. I don't care, Bills. You never pick my team.
That's funny, man. But I'm gonna go with the Chargers too, man. So that's boom. Alan just hating now at this point. I know you don't get the. All right, so then we got the last game of the Sundays, man. So which is the Bills playing at home 4-0 against the 2-2 Patriots, who to me it seems to be regressing, and Stephon Diggs is already doing his diva dance.
I don't know. I'm rolling with Josh is a bad man.
Bills is on a mission. The Bills on a mission. So that's boom. All right, so then
that's all of them. That's all.
Well, we still got that Thursday game of that week, and that happens to be you guys against the Giants.
Oh, you already know that's a no-brainer for me.
They playing in New York, but it really ain't gonna matter much, man. So that's a boom. We're gonna wrap this weekend up with giving y'all our best picks. Our best bet, I should say. We gave y'all our best picks. Again, that's on Total Define Entertainment. That's on YouTube. I'm telling y'all, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. We will definitely appear.
Voila.
More times than not, you'll see my man Bills sitting right where Knox is, and vice versa, however that looks, man. But we miss you, my man.
So what's your pick of the week?
All right, I got
we
you.
doing that later?
No, because I got the Eagles too, so that's a boom on Thursday. That's a boom on Thursday. And I mean, come on, man, let's be real here. Like I said to y'all a couple weeks ago, the Eagles are who they are. They doing their thing, man, and that's what it is. But going back through our bet to the week, man, let's do that. We'll go back. We got the Vikings against the Browns. We got the Texans against the Ravens. Dolphins, Panthers, Raiders, Colts, Giants, Saints, Cowboys, Jets, Broncos, Eagles, Titans, Cardinals, Buccaneers, Seahawks, Lions, Bengals, Commanders, Chargers, Patriots, Bills.
I'm gonna go with my guarantee this week.
We got to take that score too.
Is say that again. Because I
Bills, Patriots, Commanders, Chargers, Lions, Bengals, Seahawks, Buccaneers.
There we go. Bingo.
Buccaneers, Seahawks. Oh, what? No. Titans, Cardinals?
Lions.
Oh, the Lions over the Bengals.
Lions and Bengals.
All right, give me a score on that game. Tell your fans what you got to be throwing everything in there.
Detroit been going, I say, it's going to be a blowout.
Oh, wow.
35-13. 35-13 Detroit.
That was kind of like an alley-oop. That was one of them Bills picks last week. Like, Bills took the Bills, right? Like, you know, Bills do that, and I could easily go that way, right? And say, I'm going to take the Bills over the Patriots. But I know that's a divisional game. So that's those kind of games for me are scary when you take division, because it's almost like an expectation because the Bills are playing so well, right? But I'm not going to do that, y'all. I'm going to go with a little more difficult one. But I think at the same time, this team should win that game. And my prediction of the week, I mean, it's an easy one for me. The Eagles over the Broncos, even though I'm wearing a Broncos jersey, but the Eagles.
I would have took them, but that's my team.
Of course, we do that. You can be a homer. So, understandably, I'm taking the Eagles over the Broncos. But Bills say I'm not no good luck charm, because when I took the Commanders a couple weeks ago over the Falcons showed them one. Showed them what that defense really made of. Oh, no hammer. You ain't no hammer.
Yeah, it wasn't hammer.
All right, so that's my pick. And I'm going to say the Eagles are going to win that game pretty decisively. Bo, hang in there for a minute. I'm looking at like 35-24. Both Devontae and AJ had big games, and Saquon really start running like Saquon we started last year. So the Eagles going to blow them boys out, man. They're going to show everybody why they're the number one team in football.
That sounds good to me.
You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But we got to go, because that was just our picks. Mm-hmm. We always own one, and that's in association with PIW. That's my man Bills. That's my man Knox. Listen, man. Also in association with Corray Creations. You can find them on Instagram. You can find them on Facebook. And you can find them all over our YouTube channel, because we promote the best food in the city.
One more thing I want to say to the viewers. If y'all have a good day, let us know on them comments that you had a good day from these picks. We appreciate that.
That's facts. And just tune in, man. Like I said, you know, we humbly appreciate the love, you know, coming from the Dream Team's NFL segment. Like I said to y'all before, we know gurus, but we are good at what we do.
Yes, we are.
And I always say this every week. I can't make this shit up. So listen, we back at y'all next week. We're going to get into everything that took place, the injuries, and everything that looked like. Some of the different things that took place is going to change the dynamics of the divisional races. But we out of here, man. And that's, again, it's your boy EDUBZ. I'm E-Stacks Dope on Instagram. I'm Eric Frazier on Facebook. Knox, let them know where where they can reach you.
You know, you can find me on Instagram. Like I said before, y'all be showing me love, so y'all know where to reach me at. But you go to that website, obnoxious_PIW. You know what I mean? www.obnoxious.com for the website. You already know.
Yeah, we outside, man. October the 11th, 3057. You know what I mean? What we talking? Frankfurt and Clearfield.
3057.
Come see us.
Yeah. Right there on the corner.
Gonna be a good time. Don't miss out. All right, y'all. We out of here. Peace.
Y'all ain't hammer.
Get the teamwork. We gon' burn this bitch down. We gon' burn this bitch down. Okay, nigga, you asked for it. Teamwork. Make the dream work. Nigga, get that beam work. Get your teamwork. We gon' burn this bitch down.